deserve to be dead.
Hey, what's up guys? I figured I would do a CD collection video of all my deathcore, metalcore CDs, some metal, just regular metal CDs, and then a few vinyls I got down there. But haven't done one of these in a few years, and I've gotten a handful of CDs since the last time I did the video. I haven't been collecting like super often, but once in a while I'll buy a CD here and there. But I just wanted to go over all of the CDs that I have right now in my collection. So from here forward, you know, like 2020 and forward, I can just do CD collection update videos when I, you know, get like 10 or 15 CDs in. Then I can do like a little update video. But overall, this is my full collection right now. I have some rare CDs, some old CDs, some new CDs. Just got you know, pretty much all the deathcore stuff I like. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into this. These are mostly in alphabetical order, like most of them throughout here, but some of them are. Like the end pile over there is kind of all jacked up, so stuff's kind of messed up here and there, but we're gonna get into it. First three CDs I got is All Shall Perish, Price of Existence, probably one of my favorite all-time albums. Then Awaken the Dreamers, and then This Is Where It Ends, which is ironically where the band ends because they have not made any fucking music since then. I basically just got a new fucking CD rack, so I'm just gonna throw my junk ass one that I had before away. And then go ahead and put all my CDs on the new one. So next up, CD I picked up for like a couple $, like at Mega Replay. All That Remains, Follow Ideals. One of my first metalcore albums I ever heard that really got me into metalcore and heavier stuff. So definitely a solid CD. See, Annotations of an Autopsy Before the Throne of Infection. I do have some other Annotations of an Autopsy CDs in here. They're just not in the stack right now because I haven't really organized anything. So. Definitely super solid album. 2008 I think it came out. Yeah, 2008. Super heavy slammy deathcore. If you guys don't know him, then I'm not sure what the hell you're doing. Right here we got a fucking masterpiece. And Hell Followed With Proprioception, which is probably the best deathcore album ever made. I'm not really sure if anything has topped this, except for My Better End album that is my all-time favorite album of all time, but can't really fucking beat that. I don't have the Domain CD, haven't got that one yet. I almost bought one on Amazon like for $50 like a couple years ago, or like 3 or 4 years ago, but I never got around to it. And now they're like fucking $80 or $100, but whatever. Right here we got Angel Maker's first EP, signed. I got this, I don't know, fucking years and years ago, when they were just like a smaller band. But definitely one of my favorite EPs of all time. Then we also got the Split with Laminate and Isolations was the other band on this one. This is the one that had Bound for Blood on it and The Bridge Between, which is super fire. But one of the Laminate or the Isolation songs is pretty fucking fire too. But I got that one. Then we got both of the Disintent albums. I got the red variant and the blue variant, which I got from the campaign, like when they first put them out for pre-order, so I got them both. So I have not got the new one yet because I'm fucking slacking, but I might have to order me the new one for sure. Then this is one of my favorite like slam or deathcore, I guess, slam albums of all time. This is Acranius, When Mutilation Becomes Homicidal. This is a super fucking heavy CD. Came out in 2013. Super solid slammy deathcore, like great breakdowns and everything. So it's kind of like teetering on the slam and deathcore side, but not really too fond of their new stuff because of the new vocals is more like a traditional slammy vocal, which I don't really care for too often. But one of my favorite albums of all time also. This is the only Aegean CD I have, even though they're from my state. This is the Being EP, it's just a digipack. I want to get more stuff from them, I just haven't got around to it, so solid EP right there also. Alright, looks like these are upside down, so kind of do this. Let's see. An Ocean Between Us, As the Dying Metalcore album, classic album right there, can't stop. Here's another one of the best albums of deathcore ever made, As Blood Runs Black Allegiance. Can't say anything else about that besides it being one of the best deathcore albums of all time. Next up, we're in the B's, we got Beneath the Sky. This is their first album, What Demons Do to Saints. Definitely one of my pivotal turning points in music when I came across them because they're like teetering on the deathcore and metalcore genre. They're pretty much like, they were metalcore, but they were definitely like closer to like the deathcore style, at least on a lot of their songs. So classic album. Everything on this fucking album is perfect. 7861, that was a really popular song back then. Of course, that's how most people found them. But this one, the fucking art book's kind of fucked up in the front because it's like got water damage. So one of these days I'll end up buying a new one because this one's kind of jacked. Look, it's all like stuck together. So I don't know what the fuck's up with that. Probably just gonna order another one just so I have another good copy. But The Day the Music Died, also one of my favorite albums of all time. Perfect fucking metalcore. Then this is their last album they put out, In Love Your Memory, which they're not a band anymore, which is bullshit. But you know, it is what it is. Next up, also one of my favorite albums of all time. Pretty much like melodic deathcore. Blind Witness from Canada. This is Nightmare on Providence Street. If you guys don't know this album, you're definitely fucking slacking. If you guys like fast drumming and melodic riffs and heavy breakdowns, definitely a CD you want to check out. Alright, now we got Beneath the Veil. This is the first EP they did, the Movement EP. Got this from a dude for like, I don't know, $6 or $7 or whatever. He just had them, he was selling them, so I said, fuck it, let me get that. It's like an old school, I think it came out like 2009 or something. No, it says 2011 right here is when it came out. But we also got the Circle City EP, which I'm pretty sure this one came out before the Movement EP. I think this came out in 2010 if I'm not, yeah, that's 2012. I guess I'm all fucked up on my years, but got that from somebody also for pretty cheap, so couldn't miss out on getting that. I had to get that. We got Boris the Blade, Tides of Damnation, one of my favorite EPs of all time also. And then we got the Human Hive album that came out after that, I believe. Solid album. I do want to get their newer CDs, but I just haven't got around to it. Next up, we got Before the Harvest. This was Wretched Existence. This came out, I don't know, like 2016 or 14 or something like that. It's an Australian deathcore band. Super solid because, you know, Australian deathcore bands are about that. They're about that life, you know what I mean? Then we got Black Tongue, one of my favorite albums also from 15. Unconquerable Dark. I do not have the new one yet. I still have to get that. But like I said, one of my favorite albums of all time, so. Eventually I'll get all their discography, but I haven't got the first EP or the new stuff yet, so I have to get around to it. I'll just have to pick them up whenever I can. Right here, I'm not sure if you guys know these guys, but this is Belie My Burial. I actually got this from one of the band members. I got all this stuff from Belie My Burial, I think he was a guitarist, but he had some extra merch left over that he found in like a crate or something. So he was trying to sell some stuff, so I ended up picking up this. This is from like 2011. I think it's called like the Pale something EP. I don't remember, but I did a breakdown video for this on the channel like back when it came out, fucking years and years and years ago. So definitely solid deathcore. Then I got these, which I also picked up from him, or two of the original demos from like 06 or some shit. Which I'm understanding that they printed like a couple of different ones of these, but these are what he gave me from back in the day. So I got two of these copies. These are more on the rare side because obviously people don't have them too much, but got two copies of that. I also got like a pen and then something else from him. I don't remember what it was, but alright, looks like we're on to the C's now. So we got Catalepsy, Inquity. This is definitely a fire album. Just straight deathcore. Good shit right there. Alright, so we got Carnifex, Dead in My Arms, one of their, I think this is like their first album that they came out with. I'm not sure if they had anything else before this. But I picked this up in a local CD store when they had it in the mall for like $8 or some shit. So the original pressing, I was really fucking stoked when I got that. So one of my favorite albums also. Then we got this masterpiece, their second album, The Disease and Poisoned, which is probably also one of my favorite albums of all time. I know it seems like I have a lot of favorite albums of all time, but what can I say? I like deathcore. I do, however, need to just finish off the rest of their discog because I haven't got around to it. But I got this from the CD people that printed the CD, the record label Compton Records. This is Cholera, Answer to Infection. So that's a classic fucking deathcore album. It's from 08. I found them just by I think it was like breakdown videos. I found them. So I pretty much fell in love with them after that. After I heard, what song was it? The Answer to Infection, and Bloodstained, and Jerry's Kids. I mean, the whole fucking album. The whole album was pretty fucking fire. And I like the artwork on it. But like I said, I got it brand new from the band. Or the band's label, it's Compton Records. I also got another CD, I don't remember what it was though. But that. And then we got Colera AD, which is what they go by now, because they just came out, or came back to being a band. And this came out a few years ago. But they do have a new album out that just came out this year, I believe. And they did like a redo of Bloodstained. And that's pretty fucking fire. See, Chelsea Grin EP. This is the one that everybody else fucking dick riding when it came out, and it took like forever to get here, and it's signed. When I first got it, it took forever to get here. Then I got this, and then the shirt also, which I don't know what happened to the shirt, but got that. Then we got the slipcover with the Desolation of Eden album, which is also a great deathcore album. But like I said, definitely a great solid album. I think it's came out in 2010. Yeah, that was a great ass year for deathcore, honestly. Let's see. We got Chamber of Malice with my fucking crack in the front cover. This is their first EP. This is the one they were more of like straight deathcore. Now they're like slammy or like beatdown type deathcore. But this is the original pressing. They did do a second pressing, but I got this when it first came out. When they had some more copies, it just took like a month to get the package from them. And then we got the Rehabilitation EP, which is also a fire EP from them. Let's see, this one's out of order. And then I got 2 copies of this for some reason, probably just because I wanted 2 at the time. But this is their third album, 028 Hate, which is definitely a fire album. So I got 2 of those. No, I'm not trying to sell any. Leave me alone. And then I got their Crime City Slam CD. They came out 2017 maybe. I think this is their second most recent one. Then they came out with one that came out I think last year. I'm not really sure. They came out 2018. I'm pretty sure. But love Chamber Malice. Definitely fucking super solid. Then we got also one of my favorite deathcore metalcore albums of all time. This was deathcore. I considered it. Metalcore was like the second album, so I considered this melodic deathcore. This is Crimson Armada, Guardians. Fucking fire ass EP. I saw them once for the Jamboree back in like 2010, I believe it was. I'm not really sure, but definitely fire. Conjunctive, which is a black and deathcore band from, I'm not sure exactly where they came from. I know they're like overseas somewhere, but they got a female and a male vocalist, so if you guys like black and deathcore, definitely check them out. Still need to get their new CD that they came out with last year, or this year, I'm not really sure. But I gotta get that CD also. Looks like we're on the D's now, so Despised Icon, Ills of a Modern Man, classic album. Can't see much more about that besides it's a fucking banger. Which is sadly the only Despised Icon album I have, but it's also I think the original press because it has the gold text or whatever at the bottom. But I'll have to fucking get some new shit, especially the new fucking album, which is killer. Then we got Don't Worry, I'm a Doctor. If you guys don't know who these guys are, this was like a progressive deathcore band from like 2013. They're not a band anymore. This came out in 2012. So I did like a breakdown video back in the day for this album. So I got a signed one, and then I got a... Alright, now we're on to my Dealey Plaza stuff. Alright, so... This is the Chugcore press of the Masonic Diaries, which is one of my favorite albums also. And then this was the Amazon pressing. There was like an Amazon version when I first got it, before they did the Chugcore one. So it's just like the fucking Amazon fucking pressing of it. If you guys don't know them, I'm pretty sure this was Dickie Allen from Infinite Annihilator. I'm pretty sure that's his first band, because it used to be him and Brian in the band for the vocals. So that's how I first discovered Dickie Allen. Then he started doing that Misanthropic Tyrant or whatever. And then he just went on to whatever he's on now. So this CD, one of my favorite EPs, straight fucking banger. All the bass drops, all the fucking breakdowns. This is Dividing the Masses, My Roots Will Remain. Like I said, one of my favorite EPs. See, we got Dysphoria from Russia. They're like a technical deathcore band. This is the total deathcore pressing, if you can see down there, which you can't because of the fucking light. But first EP, I got that from somebody. Then this is the second album, I think, that came out from them. Perfect Form of Modern Species. Their band is like all over the place when it comes to the music. It's like fucking shred, and then you have like, I don't know, it's just crazy fucking music. But I do need to get some more of their CDs. I think I'm missing like 1 or 2 CDs or whatever. But next up, I guess we're into the E's. We got Enfield from Australia, from Skull and Bones Records. This came out in 2014. This has Aiden, who was he was in Alpha Wolf for the Failure album, and now he is in what is that new band that came out this year? Oh, he's in Dealer. That's who it is. So definitely love his vocals. I told you shit's all fucked up, but we got Delusions of Grandeur. This is their Reclamation album, which is definitely fire. I feel like progressive or metalcore, progressive deathcore, you know, kind of teetering on both. So I got 2 of those copies, and then I have another one of those CDs somewhere around here. I just don't know where they are. These are some of my favorite CDs right here, and one of my favorite bands. But we got Any Breeze Malice from Australia, which I've over the years became friends with Ben from the band. He's a guitarist. So I got the first EP right here, which is a rare CD of mine. It's just signed. It's pretty fucking dope. And then, bam! I got a fucking another one signed, boys. Let's go. And then we got their second album that came out. I think it was, 2008? It's like 2008 or 2010, somewhere around there. That's their second album, Obsessive Repulsive. Also one of my favorite albums. And then I have 3 copies, which are all signed, of their newest EP that came out in 2016. IRE, which is a Digipacks. Definitely one of my favorite EPs. Just fucking perfect. If you like melodic deathcore with big squeals and the old school type feel, definitely check them out. But like I said, those are probably my favorite parts of my collection. We got Eat a Helicopter. If you guys don't know them, you guys are slacking. This is The Pessimist. I don't have the other CD from them, I don't think. But definitely solid MySpace, era deathcore. Next up, we got a band from Canada, Epiphany from the Abyss. This came out in like 2013, Generation of the Hopeless. This is like a blackened deathcore band, but they're not around anymore, so definitely still a solid album. Then we got their second album, The Emptiness of All Things, which is a chugcore print. But like I said, blackened deathcore, pretty solid. Then we got a classic that I also got off of, I think it was eBay for like $3 or $5 or some shit like that. But this is from Graves of Valor. This came out in 2007, Tragic Hero Records. So this is straight MySpace deathcore right there. Classic shit right there. Then we got another fucking classic, which is one of my favorites, from The Shallows. This is their first EP, Beyond the Unknown, and the only thing they ever wrote. Then they broke up after this, which is fucking retarded. But if you guys don't know this album, definitely give it a listen. Then we got some down-tempo deathcore. Graves, also from Australia, I believe. So, fire EP. Really down-tempo and just really good EP overall. And then we got the only Genocide District CD I have, which is Scourge. I wanted the EP, but I'm not sure if they printed it or whatever. But this came out, I don't know, years ago. This is a pretty dope album. So they're from California, but I don't think they're a band anymore. Then we got one of my favorite metalcore bands of all time, Haste the Day Dreamer, which is also one of my favorite metalcore albums. Because, fun little story, back when I was like, let's see, 17 I think, when I was like 17 or 16, I think I was like 17. My uncle does tattoos for a living, so Haste the Day was coming to town for a show, and he was tattooing the lead singer at the time, which I don't remember what his name is. That was not their first original singer, it was their second singer, but he was doing a tattoo on him, so I got to hang out with the band for a day before their show. And then we went to Flat Top Grill and had some dinner and shit right before the show, so that was pretty fond memory. And that's where I first really, I think that was actually my first show, which was like Norma Jean, and then Haste the Day was the headliner, then something else. But that was classic times. I have another Haste the Day CD, I just don't know where the fuck it is. Next up, we got Hester Prynne. This is their Godswell Divorce album. This is a fucking fire-ass album. Probably one of my favorite deathcore albums of all time also. And then we have, man, I just got all these fucking favorites of mine. I got I Killed Everyone. This is their Dead Peasants album that came out in 2012. I remember when this came out, I was fucking, I was working at this shitty job that I was doing third shift, and all I did the entire time was just listen to this CD, like going there back and forth. And I think it came out at the same time as that Whitechapel Hate album or whatever it was. I don't remember what it's called. Whatever the album is, I don't know. Can't think of it anymore. But next up we got In Dying Arms, which is pretty much metalcore, deathcore. I consider them deathcore, melodic deathcore, but this is their probably my favorite album from them. This is the self-titled, so solid ass screaming and everything. So let's see what we got next here. All these fucking things are upside down, damn it. All right, next up we got I Declare War, Mr. Bloodshed, first album they did. I think that's the first one they printed. I got this also from Compton Records. This is the CD I got when I got the other one that I said earlier. So got that and the other CD at the same time. Then my favorite album by them, Malevolence. Just fucking like one of the heaviest fucking albums there is. Just you know, straight deathcore. So definitely fucking solid right there. All right, then we got In the Midst of Lions, which is like a Christian deathcore band. This is the Shadows album. They're on Face Down Records. Did not get the other EP, I don't think, from them, or their first album, which I was slacking on, but I love that album. Then we got some fucking classic shit right here. We got Killswitch and the Heartache. I don't have to say anything about that. As Daylight Dies, my favorite album by them. And then I got another Killswitch one somewhere, but it's in the other pile. So King Conquer, Decomposing Normality, classic EP. Then we got, this is a throwback if you guys know this, Legacy of Pain. I think one of these band members or whatever, a couple were from Suffocate, I believe. Not Suffocation, Suffocate. So this, I got this in like a deathcore CD pack or some shit. It had like this one and another one, but pretty solid EP. So we got some chugcore releases. We got A Legacy Unwritten's first EP, fire ass fucking shit, goddamn. Then we got their second album right here, which is called Venatati Mortem or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. But also a great album. Then we got right here, this is my favorite album of all time in any genre and any type of music. My Bitter End, The Renovation. This is from 07, I believe. This is also on Uprising Records. Straight melodic deathcore with, you know, like the typical melodic MySpace riffs and the little singing here and there, just kind of accent everything, but really fucking fire album. I probably listened to this album maybe, I don't know, 500 or 600 times over the years. I'm not really sure, probably more than that. But then we got Nostalgic Sentiments, which is their other EP they came out with. They're not a band anymore, but this is the last shit they released, I think, so pretty sad there. Let's see, next we got A Night at the Chalet, if you guys know them. This was their, what is this, Filth, I think this was, their EP, or the album. Fucking fire-ass album. I'm actually pretty good friends with the vocalist, Corey, so. Then we got this band, which actually just came back to being a band. This came out in 2010, but Assault and Swine. This was their Lights Out album. One of my favorite albums of all time also. Just because the breakdowns and everything. Let's see, we got Reflections to Color Clear, which I have not even listened to this album yet, honestly. I've had it for years, I just haven't listened to it. Actually, they just came back also from not being a band, which I have not listened to that song. That's a song I didn't fucking check out yet. But I really want to get their other album and their first EP just so I can complete everything. Now, this is one of my favorite bands, Rose Funeral. This is their first album. I really listened to this when I first started getting into deathcore because they were in like breakdown videos like all the time. Then we got, also, this is one of the best deathcore albums of all time. This is The Resting Sonata, which is their second album, which is straight fucking fire. Like I said, one of my favorites. Then we got their last album that they put out, which was Gates of Punishment. So, great fucking album. All their discographies, all fucking solid. Then we got band Shrill Whispers, which was a band from, I don't remember exactly where they're from, but this came out in like 2013. And it was like a super throwback because it was like pretty much just like MySpace deathcore. Actually, the vocalist from this band is in Distant right now, and I think they just came out with a new Shrill Whisper song like a few months back, which I haven't checked out. So definitely a solid album right there. The band, we got Suffocate Oakland, their first album, classic deathcore right there. Here's not a deathcore CD, but one of the CDs that got me into heavier music, which was System of a Down. All their CDs pretty much, but this was their first one, which had like the heaviest fucking song on here, which was, let's see, the song Mind, definitely a fucking fire ass track. But the note, the little ending breakdown thing and note, that was like the first time I ever heard a breakdown before I started listening to like metalcore and deathcore. So I definitely need to get more fucking System of a Down CDs because they're hands down my favorite band of all time. And definitely that's what they got me into pretty much all heavier stuff. Then I got a Shadows Fall CD, which I don't even listen. I picked it up for a couple $. This was Fire from the Sky, decent band, but I didn't really care for that album. But I don't know. We got So This Is Suffering, Destiny on Delay. I need to get their newest album that came out a few years back. Haven't got that one yet, but solid band. Then we got Texas in July, One Reality. This is my favorite album by them, hands down, just because it's so melodic and just perfect album. Then we got Through the Eyes of the Dead's first, or one of their first album, because I think there's one before this, I'm not really sure. But this is Bloodlust, with the classic ass song 2 Inches from the Main Artery, which is one of my like favorite tracks. That also inspired me to get into drumming because of the fast double bass. So got that one, and then we got the Skepsis CD that came out in like 2010, also a classic album. Let's see, now we got, this one's kind of out of place, but maybe not. This is Death Valley from Canada. Great fucking EP, came out, I don't know, years ago, fucking 2013 or 14 or something like that. But definitely solid deathcore band right there. Which they're not around anymore, which sucks, but. Then we got Traitors, The Hate Campaign. Great fucking album. Probably my favorite album by them. Still need to get fucking the rest of the Traitor shit, so I haven't really got around to it yet, but. Then we got Slaughter to Prevail's first EP, fire ass EP. Then we're kind of jumping because I'm like skipping a little bit of letters, but. Got Winds of Plague, Decimate the Weak, also a fucking fantastic album. Then we got Winds of Plague, Great Stone War, great album also. Then we got With Blood Comes Cleansing, this is the Golgotha album. I got this off of fucking Amazon for like $3, and the case is kind of fucked, and the artwork's kind of fucking water damaged and shit, so whatever there. Then we got their other album, Horror, which came out in 2008. Also a fantastic album. And then bam, got a fucking autographed one. Let's go. This one we got Underneath the Guns, second album. This is their more like melodic deathcore sound. The first album was like more straight deathcore, but definitely fucking fantastic album there too. Then we got this band from Germany. This came out in 2012. This is called Virtue Concept Sources. Great melodic metalcore if you guys want to check them out. Some great shit right there. And then probably one of my rare CDs, the Yellow Sign Silence EP, which I picked up for $35 like 5 years ago or some shit. But definitely a super expensive CD now if you wanted to go out. That was one of my grails and I got it, so I was super happy about that. Now I'm only missing a couple grails, so. Alright, sorry guys, this video is getting a little long, but I'll try to get through the rest of these CDs. This is my pile of like random shit in it, but we got Until We Die, A World in Flames EP, which fun fact about this story is I met Nico through Epic Breakdowns, which is my page on Facebook. I met him through him sending the music to that page to try to get you know, promoted and everything. So this is back when he first started the project. And fun fact about this is I pretty much helped Nico kind of shape the background for this artwork. Pretty much, you know, did the fucking logo. I didn't do the logo, but I kind of like just did the front cover for this, so that's pretty fun fact. Just kind of did that for him, and I think this is like an edition of like 10, but it was printed by Midwest Brutality. You can see Epic Breakdowns right here, and then Pure Deathcore, because that's who he's going through also. So great fucking album right here. And I was glad to be a part of making the little album art or whatever for him, so we can get it out. We got some chugcore releases. We got Defiance from California. This is their more like slammy deathcore album. Integra Annihilation. That's a pretty good album right there. Then we got Revenant, which features Cody, who is now in I Killed Everyone. Also has the drummer from I Killed Everyone in this project, but this isn't a band anymore. But this is a great EP also. Then we got my favorite Signs of the Swarm album, the 2017 album, Disfigurement of Existence. That's a great album. That's kind of the thing that pushed CJ to be the vocalist that he is today. Like, you know, with the recognition and everything. So that was a great album for the band and everything. Here's another Delusions of Grandeur EP. This is their Apotheosis, I guess. It's another Metalcore release, but great fucking melodic metalcore, deathcore. Here's my other Haste Today CD, Coward CD that came out in 2016. One of my favorite metalcore albums in the recent years. Definitely fire. Then we got Fit for an Autopsy Hellbound. Then we got Fit for an Autopsy Absolute Hope, Absolute Hell. Then we got Borderlands Awakened Dreamers. This is from a band from Portugal. So really solid melodic metalcore right there. Then we got Walking Dead Orchestra. This is another Metalcore one. This is Resurrect. Decent album. Then we got the Digipack of the Original Sin and Dying Arms CD. Then we got a fucking classic right here. Motherfucking Limp Bizkit, Chocolate Starfish and Hot Dog Flavored Water. This is a fucking classic ass album. Don't fucking at me either. I just picked this up not too long ago at a fucking store for like $10. Conducting from the Grave Revenants. Great fucking album right there. I also picked this up at the same time. The Contortionist Exoplanet. This is the first pressing, not the Redux. So one of my favorite deathcore albums of all time. Then we got The Breathing Process, Odyssey, like a black and deathcore band. Super solid right there. When I picked this up at the same store at the same time, fucking For Today Portraits. I need to get their first EP and then the album after this, and then after that I pretty much like stopped listening to them. But also one of my favorite bands. Then we got one of my newest CDs that I just picked up, Killswitch Atonement, which is their new CD that came out this year. Boy, that's a fucking fire ass album right there. And look at this fucking artwork and everything. This shit's fucking dope as hell. But definitely a fucking great comeback album for them. Like I said, one of my favorite albums for this year. Alright, we got King Conquer, some more. America's Most Wanted, great album. Then we got this CD I picked up a long time ago, which is like a death metal, but then they kind of went deathcore a little bit, so the people didn't really like it. Plus it had some singing in it, so it was like a weird ass album. But Cryptopsy, The Unspoken King, I listened to it a couple of times. I've had it for, you know, a number of years. I don't really listen to it, but I've had it forever, so. Then we got not a metal CD, but kind of new metal. Stains, Dysfunction. Stains, one of my favorite bands also, so don't fucking at me either. This was a Showdown CD that I picked up years ago, which I remember like one song from them, but they were like a Christian metalcore band. Don't really listen to them, but let's see. We got a slip cover, which I still got over there, but these are kind of jacked up. But this is Body Snatcher, The Death of Me. But also the second track that had Darius in it didn't even have his vocals in it, so it was just a song without his vocals because they fucked up on the press, so that's pretty funny. But just got these recently. They did a repress of Jerome, if you guys don't know them, back from MySpace days, fucking Eat the Gun, classic ass fucking song. But I got 2 copies of those. They only printed like, what, 200 I think. So fucking one of my favorite EPs, so I definitely had to pick that up. Then we got the newest Annotations of an Autopsy EP that came out this year. One of these is fucked up, I think it's this one, was they fucked up on the pressing on the CD, so like all the songs were on like one track or some shit. But got 2 copies of those because they sent out fixed ones, so this is the fixed one, this is the void one. But and this album that came out this year, Last 10 Seconds to Life, fucking great album and definitely slept on. One of my favorite albums of the year, hands down. Which I have some more Last 10 Seconds, I just don't know where the fuck they are right now. Then we got Spite, Nothing's Beautiful, classic album. Then we got Emerge a Tyrant from Minnesota, I think. Melodic deathcore, if you like Conducting from the Grave, definitely check them out. Let's see, you got the repress of the first album that they did like in a digipack, and they kind of like redid the songs or whatever, so I got that album. I'll just have to set that over to the side. Then we get kind of cluttered over here. Alright, we're gonna go through the last set of things. We got the Acacia String Wormwood, which is my favorite album from them. This is the box set. It came with like fucking, I think I still got some shit in here. Came with a CD, a flag, a fucking chip clip, and a little pin. and I got it on the record label site or some shit for like $4, or I think it was like $6.66. But one of my favorite albums from them. Then we got Beneath the Sky, More Than You Can Handle EP, which is their first EP that came out. Which also, fun fact, got my other channel banned because I uploaded songs from that, and the fucking record label put a copyright strike on my channel and got the channel banned. So I pretty much lost that channel, and that's where my original channel is called like CH Nindymuggin, which is pretty much my gamer tag on Xbox, and they got banned. So I had to make a second account, which is called CH Got Banned, which is where the fucking name for this channel came from, pretty much. Also, it came from Xbox because when I got banned on Xbox, I had the same gamer tag, like I said, and I got banned on there, so I made a CH Got Banned as a second profile, so I kind of just carried it over when the same thing happened on YouTube. So that's where it came from, if you guys are wondering. Then we got another Last 10 Seconds of Life CD. This is the 2010 to 12, so it has like the Justice EP on it, Know Your Exits, and the Warpath EP all in one. So I definitely had to pick that up. Let's see, my favorite Infinite Annihilator album, one that came out in 2016. I'm not even gonna say the fucking name, you guys know what it is. Let's see, we got some slip covers because I'm gonna get these out of the way. We got Verbera, Headless, great deathcore EP. Then we got Body Snatchers first EP or whatever. This is 46 out of 100, so that was pretty cool. Also one of my favorite fucking EPs. Then we got Petroglyphs, which has both of the fucking EPs on one, which is Eternal, which is their second EP, and then we got this one right here, which was Desolate. Super fucking great melodic metalcore, so if you guys want to check them out. Then we got Shrine of Flesh, deathcore band's not around anymore. Then we got a Christian deathcore band, which I'm not a Christian or anything, but I definitely like This Divided World. Solid ass shit right there. Then I won this on a Facebook poll or whatever I won it. Through My Eyes, Victoria. I think they're like a deathcore band, but they're pretty decent back in the day. And then now we got Provoke the Human, which is Dealey Plaza album that came out. Some more Dealey Plaza, so definitely fire right there. We got Trader's first EP, which I bought off of a chick off of like one of the CD groups. We got another Delusions of Grandeur. This is their Gravis EP. Great fucking melodic shit right there. And then we got Lorna Shore's first EP, first album when it came out. Definitely fucking took the deathcore scene by storm when it came out. Let's see, Dark Side of Paradise, another a night at the Chalet CD. Let's see, we got a digipack of the first Slaughter to Prevail. See, we got another rare CD right here, Reflections of Ruin. These are a melodic deathcore band from these are from Australia. Super fire EP, definitely check that one out. See, we got a signed Awaken Providence Doom EP. Did like a breakdown video for this back in the day. Definitely a fire ass EP. Then we got Existence Has Failed, their first CD that came out. And then I got a open one, so I had to open a seal. Then I got this one from somebody. It was ripped, but he gave it to me for free. So, Devil Wears Prada's Zombie EP. And then we got the digipack for the Wormwood CD that came in the box set. And we got this band, which is King, which is like a down-tempo deathcore band. This is their fucking album, The Gathering, which is pretty sought after when it first came out. Then we got The Last 10 Seconds of Life, Violent Sound. Didn't really care for that album, but you know, it is what it is. I bought it at the show when I saw him, when I bought my friend a copy, so I sent him one too. So then we got probably one of my favorite albums from them, In Vivo Ex Vivo or whatever. Great album from Last 10 Seconds. We got Tires of Kev, I guess how you would say it. Got Reminisctions. We got another System of a Down CD that I picked up for $2. Fucking Toxicity, classic ass album. Then we got Gamma Sexter's album, Next Omne. I actually did a breakdown video for this, if you guys know on my channel. The vocalist hit me up to do a video for him, so I did a video for the album, which is a fire ass album. I do need to get the new one though. And then we got Spite. This was their first one. It had like all of their first EP and their first album on the same CD, so picked that up. And then the last CD, we got is Milesium, which is the shirt I'm wearing right now. I don't know how to say the fucking name. Milesium, I don't know. But Friends Band, definitely dig them. And that's pretty much all the CDs. So I got a couple vinyls right here I'm going to show you guys, and that'll be the end of the collection video. I know it's a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but you know, I got a lot of fucking CDs, and I like to talk about what I got. So, alright, the first one I got is Carnifex, Diseased and Poisoned. I kind of want to put this in like a frame, put it on the fucking wall, because I don't want to play it, but this is the pink variant, I believe, of the colored vinyls that they did. So, got one of those, pretty dope. Then we got the In Hellfall with Domain vinyl. Definitely fucking fire ass looking at vinyl. They did like the reverse colors on the background or whatever, so super solid. I think I got the, yeah, I just got the straight black one, but picked that up. And then this one, I thought I was buying the first fucking CD. He sent me the vinyl, so I guess I got the vinyl for Born Hanged. Then that's the only 3 vinyls I have. I don't really collect vinyls unless I really like the artwork. I pretty much just collect them for the artwork. But that's the end of the video, guys. Thanks for sticking around if you guys stuck around this long. Like I said, when I get about 10 or 15 CDs, I'll just do like update videos from here on out and not do an entire collection video, because this is already like an hour long. Or 48 minutes, and then whatever I cut out of it. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Be sure to let me know your favorites down below. And no, I'm not selling CDs, so don't fucking ask. But let me know some of your favorite CDs down below that you own that are deathcore, metalcore, you know, slam, whatever. And thanks for watching the video, guys. And be sure to check out my previous videos if you want to check out like how my collection started off, because I think I've done 2 before this. So it's grown a little bit from what I've had before. I probably gained about 30 or 40 CDs, but I just haven't been into buying CDs and stuff since you know, past few years. But thanks for watching the video, guys. Like I said, once I get some more fucking CDs, I'll do a little update video. And also, before you go, be sure to check out my other videos on my channel. I do like breakdown videos and compilation videos, so be sure to do that. And thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.